that I'm looking back. I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really wasn't even sure what to name this video, and then it hit me again. This is another Mom Life Clean with me, because that's exactly what I'm doing. We are just doing everything we possibly can. I honestly wasn't even sure where to stop this video. I feel like I could continuously film my life every single day, because as a pregnant mom of 2 toddlers, I'm constantly cleaning, always trying to keep up with the chaos, and just doing what I can to stay ahead of the game. On my channel, you'll always find real life Mom Life Clean with me videos. You'll find deep cleaning, organizing, decluttering, speed cleaning, literally every kind of cleaning motivation you could ever need. I created Mom Life Clean with me videos because I feel like every mom needs somebody to relate to that's not perfect, doesn't have it all together, their house is a bit messy, and their life is just chaotic. That is me, and that is my life, and if that is you as well, I hope you subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. If you are not a mom and you can't relate to that, I hope my videos still give you tons and tons of cleaning motivation and inspiration to clean your home. We are still doing so much in today's video, and it is sure to give you all of the motivation you could ever need. I hope you subscribe to my channel as well. Before we get too far into all of the cleaning, I want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. If you've never heard of Cricut, or have but just don't know too much about it, stick around for later in today's video. We will be doing a little DIY project, talking about what Cricut is and what it does. As you can see, for today's video, we're starting in my kids' play area. This is an area I feel like we never start in, so I figured why not? But as soon as I started cleaning this area, I noticed right away how dirty the rug was. So we will be busting out my carpet shampooer and shampooing this rug. I could not believe how gross the water was after shampooing this rug.
Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
I usually start with some kind of plan or to-do list before cleaning, and pulling out my carpet shampooer really wasn't on that list. But once I saw this stain on the rug, I knew I just had to get it done. This was so bad, and I had no idea where it came from.
In patches, we carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone.
Shampooing carpet is extremely satisfying to me, especially when there's really bad stains and you can see them as they come out. It's just amazing what a carpet shampooer can do and how much dirt and grossness it picks up. If you don't have one and you have carpet in your home, I highly, highly recommend getting one.
And that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, oh. No, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose
Every time I shampoo my carpet in my home, I always make sure to go over it 1 or 2 more times at the very end and make sure it's as dry as it can possibly be. I feel like it helps it dry a lot quicker than it would if I were not to do this. And of course, all of the wet spots around the rug from using the carpet cleaner were wiped up right after I was done. Moving on to the main area of my home, as you can see, it is well lived in. We're just picking everything up, sorting, organizing, decluttering, folding some clothes, and really just doing everything I need to do on a daily basis in order to try and keep my home in order.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now.
I love when you guys tag me on Instagram when you're watching my videos. You can follow me at Becky R. Moss, and don't forget to tag me in your story when you're watching.
What is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't.
Both of my kids love helping with the laundry. My son is much better at folding than my daughter is right now. He's 3. She is only 1. She does her best to try and copy what I'm doing, but my son is actually really good at folding clothes. It's super surprising and impressive every single time he helps me. But of course, I have absolutely no expectations for them to help me fold their clothes at their ages. As you can see here, Hazel is a huge help as well.
I'm a butterfly who has only begun, taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want further in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered.
Once I was done folding the clothes, my husband helped me out by putting them all away, and I was able to move on to cleaning off the kitchen table. After vacuuming the area, of course.
You're not rising. You're not rising. And let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life. You and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want.
I had just gotten my Young Living order in for the month, and I was so excited. There were so many new essential oils in this order that I had yet to try. If you are an essential oil lover like I am, you know exactly how it feels to get new oils in the mail and try them and smell them for the first time. It feels like Christmas.
You're not rising. You're not rising. New from the first time I saw ya. You were not like the others, a cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning, kept it up right till the morning. A new kind of ecstasy. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah.
Refinishing this kitchen table is a must. It's definitely moving up on the priority list. I'd love to get some new chairs and refinish it and just make it look brand new and more my style. I don't know that we'll be able to do that before baby gets here, but maybe shortly after that, before the summer ends.
There are no stop signs, counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel. Yeah, yeah. Let's call in sick and be lazy. I'm all for doing what's crazy, 'cause you make it real, yeah.
If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you may have recently seen a video where I decluttered this entire closet. Decluttering and organizing the space has helped tremendously in keeping the clutter down, especially with the kids' shoes being all over the place. They always take all of their shoes out, but now that they're in baskets, it's so much easier to just throw them back in their baskets rather than try and put them on a shoe rack. That was so unrealistic of me to think that that was even a possibility. The baskets are such a great idea. If you also have this problem, I highly suggest you try this out. I feel like in today's video we're kind of bouncing around from space to space, just doing what comes up in the moment. We're moving into my daughter's room because my son is at school right now and it was the easiest room to do while he was there. Since of course she has to be awake while we clean her room, it's definitely easier with one kid around rather than both of them. Even though my son no longer naps, I usually like to do his room when my daughter is sleeping. Actually, I like to do the entire rest of the house when my daughter is sleeping because it's just easier that way, but it does not work out that way. It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens when baby number 3 gets here. I am sure there will be a ton of baby wearing, looking like a hot mess, and just doing what needs to get done to get this house clean. But you guys are always amazing and supportive and do not care at all what's going on in my life or in my house. And I know most of you are moms as well and totally understand that newborn postpartum life. And I really just plan on bringing you guys along with me during the chaos. And along with that, I know I mentioned before posting a birth vlog video. I'm not so sure about that anymore, only because this is a cleaning channel and I have no idea how you guys would like it. If you would like it, let me know in the comments below, but I do think it would negatively affect my channel as a whole. I will be recording and editing and I will have that video available. I'm just not sure where, if, or when I want to post it. Maybe one day down the road I'll put it out as a surprise video. I really haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. I do know, like I said, I will have the video because we are having a home birth and it's our first home birth and I really want that memory. I feel like it's very special and sentimental and it's just something I want to remember forever.
Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts.
Hazel is so funny. Every time she spots herself in the camera, she says hi and starts waving at herself, and it's just the cutest thing in the world.
Who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought
much as I like the color of these pink curtains I got for Hazel's room, I do not think they go well in here at all, and they definitely don't fit the style I'm going for. I'm really hoping to paint this room soon to a much more neutral color. I love that boho modern theme, and I'd love each of my kids' rooms to be that theme. I've mentioned before that Hazel is moving into Noah's room when this baby is born, so that this baby has his own room. So even though these beige curtains don't go well in here right now, like I said, I do plan on painting. I plan on painting the furniture, and hopefully the entire room will look completely different when I'm done.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Don't know, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. No, I thought I should let you know. Don't know, no words no more, no. Don't know, no words no more. We don't know, no words no more. We don't know, no words no more, no, no. We don't know, no words no more. We don't know, no words no more. We don't know, no words no more, no, no. Yeah. I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. Just wear a finger for people like them. Oh, no, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh. I keep on falling astray from my intuition, but I'm pretending it's not my fault. No, no, no.
Moving into my complete disaster of a kitchen, I honestly have nothing to say about this. It's horrible in here. It definitely fell behind. I feel like a small kitchen is so much more difficult to keep clean than a larger kitchen. With so much less counter space, everything gets so crowded and looks so cluttered so quickly. It really did not take that long to clean up, and I probably could have cleaned up as I was going, but life as a pregnant mom of 2 toddlers is busy and chaotic, and I can't always get to things right when I need to. We'll actually be staying in my kitchen for the remainder of this video. I end up cleaning the entire kitchen, then making dinner with you guys and having to clean up everything afterwards again. I feel like that's just typical mom life. I am always in the kitchen, it feels like, so this is definitely as realistic as it gets. You can see here I have a few amber spray bottles, and one of them has water and 2 of them have multi-purpose cleaner, and none of them have labels, so I always end up smelling them to see which one is which. So this is where we're gonna pull out my Cricut and label these bottles so I know which one is which from now on. It's so funny to me that I'm just getting to this. I've been using these amber spray bottles for probably the last 2 years and really just never thought to label them, and one day my husband was like, which one is the cleaner? And I said, I don't know, just smell them. So we decided to label them, and it was such a great idea. They turned out so good, as you'll see in just a little bit here.
Golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh.
Like I mentioned, today we're pulling out my Cricut Maker and making some super quick and simple DIY labels for my amber spray bottles. I myself am so far from a graphic designer, but Cricut makes doing crafts and DIY projects so unbelievably easy and convenient. A Cricut is a cutting machine that you can cut many different materials for your craft or DIY project with, like paper, vinyl, and cardstock. Some Cricut machines like this one can even cut thin wood, leather, fabric, and more. You can connect a Cricut to your computer, create and download designs onto your computer using the Cricut software called Design Space that's available for Windows, Mac, and smartphone, which allows you to create and import designs to cut with your machine. Once you've created or imported your design, you can send it to your Cricut for cutting. The Cricut has a tiny blade or rotary cutter or pen or scoring tool, whichever you choose to use, and once you have a design ready to cut in Design Space, you can put your desired material on a mat, load your material to the machine, send your design from your computer to your Cricut effortlessly, and with the press of a button, your project will begin cutting. Whether you're a new DIYer or experienced maker, Cricut cutting machines will give you that creative edge you're looking for. And if you've been looking into buying a Cricut, now is the perfect time to shop the Cricut Joy, the easiest machine to use at its lowest price ever. From April 11th through the 17th, 2021, the Cricut Joy will be available for $139 on Cricut.com. And that's not all, you can also save $100 on the Cricut Maker. With all of the time you save creating custom projects and the versatility of the machines, this is definitely worth it. I'll link the different Cricuts you can get and any materials used in today's video in the description below. Thank you, Cricut, for sponsoring today's video. Now that those bottles are labeled, we can continue cleaning and know which bottle we're using. We definitely wouldn't want to be using water to clean my kitchen. We of course want to kill all the germs that are left on the counter, and water certainly won't do that. I know I say this in almost every video that I unload and reload my dishwasher in, but I always take all of my dishes out, put them on the counter, and then put them away. I'm not sure why I've always done it this way. A lot of the time I'll do it this way because my kids like to pull things out and get them dirty, so I just like to get them up on the counter and out of the way. I only mention this all of the time because I get so many comments questioning why I'm doing this and the fact that I'm touching them twice, people thinking it would be easier to just take them from the dishwasher and put them in their place. But this is easy for me and this is what works. You can do whatever works for you.
Be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers.
One thing I find extremely boring when I'm watching cleaning motivation myself is watching somebody do dishes. I'm not sure why I find that so boring, but if you guys feel the same way, let me know in the comments below. And if you do like watching people do the dishes, make sure to let me know that as well. It's definitely a personal preference because oftentimes, just like I did this time, I'll kind of skip ahead because there were a lot of dishes in that sink and I always rinse them all off when there's a lot in there like that. So it takes quite a bit of time and that would be quite a bit of dishwashing in my videos. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine, now show me what you can do. Make a move, the way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark.
Now I'm going to be pulling out my Bon Ami and scrubbing down my sink right before making it dirty again from all of the dishes from dinner. A clean sink doesn't last very long, but it definitely feels nice while it's clean.
I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine, now show me what you can do. Make a move, the way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving.
were a couple pans in the sink that I knew I would use for dinner, so I just hand washed them, and now I'm drying them off so we can start making dinner.
You think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you.
Today for dinner we are having steak, asparagus, and baked sweet potato. This dinner is so simple to make, and you can make it with different kinds of meat, fish, different veggies, and it's so quick and convenient. It probably takes me 25 to 30 minutes to get dinner on the table. Not to mention my steak always comes out perfect. You guys will see in just a little bit here, we like our steak medium, and no matter how you like your steak, cooking it like this would work for anyone.
You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. Slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't wanna get hurt, 'cause I'm not ready to give you my heart yet. Before I'm too invested.
Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about what I'm craving this pregnancy, and something that I think is crazy that has not happened to me in previous pregnancies is that I'm craving red meat, and the only reason that's crazy is because I was on a completely satisfying, fulfilling, plant-based vegetarian diet for almost 2 years prior to getting pregnant. Then one day my husband came home with a Philly cheesesteak, and I gobbled that thing down after not having any meat for such a long time. I am not one to deprive my body of what it needs. The only reason I wasn't eating meat in the first place is because meat just doesn't sound appetizing to me. But after that, I went to the store and got myself the best steak I could find. And oddly enough, after dinner, I felt so good. I felt like I had so much more energy than I previously had. So now we don't overdo it, but once a week we'll have a steak dinner, and tonight just happened to be that night. As you can see, while dinner's cooking, we're straightening up, taking the garbage out, and I am definitely making sure to change out my microfiber cleaning cloths and wash my hands 1,000,001 times, because I am cleaning and touching the garbage and doing things like that, as well as cooking. So every time I switch back and forth, I always make sure to wash my hands again.
You should take it easy. Maybe we could test this and work out our feelings. Baby, when I love you, tell me, do you want me? And will you let me down?
The asparagus is done, and I just pulled the steak out of the oven. Because of how thick the steak was, I cooked it for 8 minutes on the stove, and then I flipped it over and put it right in the oven for an additional 8 minutes. And as soon as it comes out, I put some butter on it and let it rest for about 5 minutes. And here's the moment of truth.
Wishing you'd only be more like them.
It came out absolutely perfect. I was so happy and excited.
To sleep. And you are colder, much colder.
Now for some after dinner cleaning. We're gonna unload the dishwasher again and reload it. Instead of watching the whole process again, I'm just gonna use some editing magic, because honestly, who wants to watch the same thing twice in a row?
Don't you know that you're beautiful? No matter what the scars, no matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. Don't let them sell you all of their dirt. It all will come
Wouldn't it be nice if we could snap our fingers and have our dishes in the dishwasher or cleaned in real life?
'Cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. We're beautiful. So don't go changing. You're perfect as you are, just the way you are. Keep on shining.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you could ever know. I hope today's video gave you tons of motivation and inspiration. If you did like it, I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Again, thank you Cricut for sponsoring today's video.